What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Blerd podcast where we talk about movies, video games, TV shows, anime, comic books. I'm your host, Deuce, joined here with my co-host,
Brand Easy.
And you're watching the Blerd podcast. A lot of movies has come out this summer. It's been a crazy summer. What are we, in the middle of the summer right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Somewhere in the middle of the summer. We got a bunch of movies that are out, and we want to talk about them. We got Flash that came out. We got No Hard Feelings.
Yeah, you got Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse, Transformers, Fast and Furious. Got a lot of crazy movies that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to get into a tier list where we rank all the DCEU films, and that's going to be a little bit later. But first, which movie you want to start with first?
Shit, I want to start with Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Best movie out so far.
All right.
I give it 10 out of 10. I give it 10 out of 10. It didn't have a single miss. I mean, it had some scenes where, it could have been different, but
yeah.
10 out of 10. I fuck with it. Like,
have you heard, and I'm going to start off with the negatives, because I agree. I think it is the best movie to come out of the summer. The negatives that people don't like that it's not a concise story, like the first one. The first one has an end and a beginning. It goes like a circle. The second one, spoiler alert, it ends on a cliff note. Yeah. So how do you feel about it ending on a cliff note? Do you fuck with that, or?
At first, my first watch, I saw it, I didn't like it. Yeah. But then when I watched it again, I was like, okay, I get what they're trying to do. It makes sense. Yeah. But I don't think that the ending deserves like the hate it gets, because it ended well. Like, you have what was it? Miles from Earth 42 or what Miles is?
You talking about the Prowler Miles?
No. The one that's Spider-Man. He's what, 616 or whatever?
I think so.
He's some universe. He goes to Earth 42, and that's he's all chained up to the punching bag, just like how Peter was in the first one. Yeah. So that's a good callback. I like it. Yeah. That's just me, though. And
it's cool. Like, he kind of, in a weird way, he got to have that moment with his uncle. Yeah. Like, even though that nigga's dead, and he's kind of evil
bullshit.
Now. Yeah. And now he's evil. But yeah, I get what you mean. On the first watch, I was like, oh, God. Like, and in the cliff note, like, I like the concise story, but when the third one drops, it's going to be insane. How many movies do you think they're going to have, Spider-Verse movies, of Miles Morales' story?
I think they're going to end it at 3. 3? That's a good ending. You don't need 4 or 5, and just end it at 3, and then have Miles go into the live action, possibly MCU or Sony, whichever one, but go
See that nigga trying to be the live action Miles Morales?
Yeah, bro, I thought that nigga was like in his 30s. He's still in his 20s. I was like, what the fuck?
But who gonna tell him he looks like he's in his 30s?
Nobody.
He's like, I'm gonna lose weight to get in the role. It's like, bro.
Nah. Let that dude from Grownish play Miles.
Oh, yeah. Lil Jump. Yeah, he can sing and shit too, right?
Yeah, let him play Miles. That's like, you don't need a nigga pushing 30 to be Miles.
Especially when you got Tom Holland, Spider-Man. He's gonna look older than fucking Peter Parker.
Bro, come on, like, just like you're a good voice actor. Like how what's his name? Kevin, what's the dude for Batman and all the animated shit?
Oh, Conroy? No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Conroy or some shit, but he's good like for the animated voice. You don't need to transition that to live action.
Same with Spider-Man. The guy who plays Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse movies? Yeah. He wouldn't be a good Spider-Man.
He wouldn't.
But he's a good voice for it.
Yeah, no, he's like the girl who plays Gwen Stacy in that movie. Yeah. You're good for the animated part. Live action? No, I don't want to see all you guys do live action and animated.
Barely want to see you in Hawkeye, to be honest. What's her? Haley Steinfeld. No smoke. I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
But yeah, the movie was. Is this a little? I don't know if this is a nitpick or whatever, but I don't like that. What's her name? The girl from Insecure. She voiced the pregnant Spider-Woman.
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae. I don't like that. The Spider-Woman is out here being pregnant, fighting crime and shit.
Yeah, I didn't get that aspect. I'm like,
equal rights.
All right.
Is that not endangering the baby?
Let's stop there. Let's stop there.
Equal rights.
Is that not endangering the baby?
That's not even equal rights. It's literally you have a fucking baby in your stomach while you're fighting like the most dangerous thing possible. Like, you're promoting fucking up a baby.
Facts.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Down somewhere.
Hey, I'm just saying. But don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
And how does the bike work? The bike got spider powers, or is it
shit?
Technology? I was gonna say technology, I guess. I mean, this nigga can travel through multiverses, so I'm sure you probably gave her a bike that can.
So, what was her canon event? That's what like. The movie does have a lot of questions, but it's like with her, it's like, what's her canon event? Hell, I don't think Gwen got one yet because her dad stepped down as the captain. I think when she left.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He retired. I hated it at first, but I love that Miles is an anomaly.
Yeah.
It kind of felt racially motivated when, what's his name? Miguel.
Bit. Miguel hated that nigga,
bro.
boy.
It felt racially motivated at the end when he was like, you're not supposed to be Spider-Man. I was like, God damn, nigga.
You said you're the only nigga, not you. Everyone else is here except for you.
I was going to go for all that, but Hobie's black, or what is his name? Hobie, right?
Yeah, Hobie.
Spider-Man, Spider-Punk. He was great. He was great in that movie.
And the fact he was played by Daniel
Kaluga.
Yeah, bro, that dude. Oh my god.
He don't miss.
He don't.
miss.
Get Out. Black Panther. What's that movie? Up. Or whatever. That joint with Keke Palmer.
Oh yeah. Don't no. What is it? Fuck. It's like I know what you're talking about. The Alien jump.
Yeah.
The Alien movie. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that nigga, he don't miss. Like, he actually made that movie 10 times better. He carried just a little bit. Like,
Nope.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, he had the swag, he had the charisma. When he jumped on the scene, he was like, yo, like, use your... He told him to use his fingertips, right?
He used palms.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was just using the fingertips.
Yeah.
He was like, use your palms, bro.
And then when they captured him, he was like, son,
that shit was tough.
I fuck with him. That's my man.
What else? The themes, the score.
Bro, Miguel's fucking theme was so crazy.
It's so far.
Like, when you hear that shit, you just know, like, that's just the most badass thing ever.
Yeah.
Like when I hear his theme, I get, like, Darth Vader vibes. Like, when you see that, it's like, oh, shit, like, a real nigga on the scene.
A real nigga has just entered the chat. A real nigga has just entered the chat.
No bullshit.
Yeah, no, he's definitely tough. He's definitely got a tough score. He's got probably a better score than anybody else who has, like, their own theme. I think.
I know, I agree.
Yeah.
I think the Prowler's a strong second,
Yeah,
but
the Prowler's
besides
really
that,
good too.
Miguel has that. Like, there's nobody stopping him.
In the bag. I like that when he was trying to bite
Yeah.
was it the vulture?
Yeah.
When he was trying to bite the vulture, like his whole face went black. It was like a shadow. It kind of gave him the whole vampire vibe even more. They didn't touch into that.
Isn't he a vampire?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I thought.
He's a vampire. He's from the year 2099.
Yeah.
I didn't like his webs being electronic. I get another pick, you know.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
So his Peter died, right? In his universe?
I think so. I'm not sure. Do you know that, Nelson? If Miguel's Peter died?
Well, he's so far in the future.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He doesn't even have a Peter in his universe.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like in the past, but it's so far in the future that he recreated the whole spider thing. Or
Gotcha.
He was trying to recreate that kind of Spider-Man thing.
Okay.
It happened like thousands of years before, or 8,000 years before, some shit like that.
Would you say he's the strongest Spider-Man?
No.
Miguel.
Yeah.
No.
Like pound for pound? Who was the pound for pound strongest Spider-Man then?
I think it's who
Without
was
the Venom suit, of course.
No, it's that Spider-Man that had that ultimate power. Like, there's some galaxy power type shit. I cannot remember.
It's like a cosmic Spider-Man.
Yeah,
right?
Cosmic Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Miguel, like, even in that movie, he wasn't the strongest. It's just he's a good leader and he knows how to control people. I think the Peter
Parker.
Yeah. And I'm not adding Miles Morales in that conversation because if I was, Miles Morales is dogging most of those niggas. Am I wrong on that? Or
no, you got
the only thing holding that nigga back is experience. Correct or not correct?
Yes and no. I feel like because this is. I would say, for the most part, yeah. Movie-wise, yeah, he got that.
You don't think in the comic books he could potentially dog out a regular Peter Parker?
No.
You don't think so? He got the same powers plus more.
No. I think Peter got that one.
Why? Why do you think that?
It's Peter Parker. Like, experience really just plays into that.
I feel you.
That's like Dick Grayson taking the Bat mantle and saying he's stronger than Bruce.
Yeah, but that'd be if Dick was like had more money or something. Because it's not just that they have the same powers. It's that Miles Morales has more powers than him. He has the Venom strike. He's got the invisibility, and they're like their spider senses mute out each other, right?
Yeah.
So they'd be able to sneak up on each other.
Anyway, yeah.
So if I can sneak up on you and I'm invisible, that spider sense is out the window. That shit's gone.
I mean, but you saw how he was fighting Spot. Like,
I saw how he was fighting all the Spider-Men and was getting away from all those niggas. That's what I saw.
I wouldn't say he fought him. He more so kind of evaded them.
Yeah,
Like
fair enough.
He threw some punches here and there, but it was more so like, yo, I'm trying to get away from y'all. Like,
But that's the ultimate Spider-Man fighting style, is
facts.
the evading. Which is actually interesting because it begs the question, like, when Spider-Man is evading like bullets and shit, is he worried about other people getting hit by these bullets that he's moving out the way of?
I don't think any hero is thinking about that. They just think, unless like you're Superman, because like I can like literally just stop all this shit.
Catch him.
But like a regular nigga's like, damn, you missed me, but whoever's behind me, that's
Wouldn't
tough.
let that shit happen to me,
Right.
though.
Like that's tough.
Yeah, no, that is tough.
I liked how they brought Donald Glover. His
Oh, yeah,
Prowler.
yeah,
I was
his
like,
Prowler. That was tough.
Like, it's a good little setup. Like MCU, let's hurry up this next movie.
You know they're not gonna actually.
Nah. Probably
That was just enough. That was just enough.
yeah, no, we're not getting Miles probably to like 2026 or some shit like that.
Yeah, because he's still Tom Holland's gonna get another trilogy probably. You think he's probably gonna get another trilogy?
I think he is. I think he is.
They're gonna hook him up with another trilogy, and not especially now that he's like actually Spider-Man. Like he's on his own. No one knows who he is. He's got his own suit. He lives in an apartment. He's trying to get his GED. Like this is you're probably gonna work at the Bugle or not the Bugle, because that doesn't exist in his.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't exist. But fucking Jonah, J. Jonah, whatever his name is.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah,
J. Jonah Jameson.
He exists in that, or maybe it was just for that movie. But
Yeah,
he exists.
What else in the Spider-Verse? What else? People were saying that it's not Miles's movie; it's Gwen's movie, and that's why the movie opens with her at the beginning. Is because this is her movie.
That's a fair argument because it starts with her, like her telling the story of what happened and how it ended. It's with her, like versus this first movie, you have Miles telling, actually no, it was Peter narrating the first movie.
Okay.
And then I think the second one you got Gwen doing it. So yeah, I would say it's more so her movie because she kind of got more screen time than Miles.
And then the arc is her like building a team at the end. That's her character's arc.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Bro, like I liked how they put what's it? Is it Ben Riley or Ben Parker? Whatever.
Yeah, Ben Riley.
Yeah.
Fucking Scarlet. No, that's it. It's not Scarlet. Anyway, he's actually just Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how they.
This nigga's just in the back, like emoting and flexing and shit.
He gave me like a Batman vibe.
Oh yeah, the darkness type of thing. Yeah, he was cool. I liked all the cameos. You see the Metro Boomin's cameo.
Yeah, he was like, "There's no way he's getting out."
Yeah.
My bad, y'all.
I know that nigga was so psyched to do that shit. I would have been too in the studio.
I think Post Malone, he's in that joint too.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. It's a scene like the very beginning. He says like one word. He's in the second one and the first one.
He's one of the Spider-Man or
no. He's like a civilian. He just says like a quick little sentence. And that's it. I liked how they brought in the Lego Spider-Man. Like,
oh yeah. They had a little kid do that. I don't know what grade he's in.
He's like I think he's like a middle school or like I think at best he's in middle school.
Some young ass age where the studio had to work around his school schedule in order to get him to do it.
Little black kid, I think too.
That's tough.
Black excellence.
Yeah, for real. That's tough. We talked about the score, soundtrack. You listened to the Metro Boomin soundtrack?
Listen, Self Love's the best song on that album.
But it's not better than
No. Because listen, the first one has Sunflower. That's really that you can't top that song right there.
Yeah.
That's one of the best like soundtracks. Like just that song alone.
You saying Sway Lee peaked on that?
Wasn't he on the second one?
No, I meant like he peaked with that song.
Yeah, low key.
Him and Post Malone.
Low key. Just a little bit.
That shit is crazy. I don't know how they came up with that song.
Like,
that was a banger for a while. I think that was part of the reason why the movie's so popular.
Not facts.
It was just crazy.
Bro, I heard that song live at Something in the Water last year. Like that shit. I was like, I see why like this song like it's like that. It's heavy.
It's a vibe. What else happened in the movie? The Spot. Did you see that the writers? I seen on Twitter somebody said that the writers were trying to find like the dumbest Spider-Man villain they could, and they stumbled upon the Spot, and then they realized how OP his powers could really be, and that was really cool to see the first scene of him with Miles Morales in the shop. like him seeming like a bum ass character because he's trying to fucking rob a little ATM, and then turn into this a multiversal threat at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
that's an arc. That's a villain arc for your ass. For real.
They cut out the scene where I think he kills all of Spider-Man's villains. He goes to a bar. They show it like a little bit. It's like I think it's in the credits or some type of flashback. He's in the bar. He kills like all the villains, but they kind of show it like really fast. You have to watch it and peep it. Saw it on TikTok. Yeah, they cut a lot of it.
That's hardcore.
I mean, not a lot, but they cut like a crucial part.
Yeah, a good amount. So you said 10 out of 10?
Yeah, 10 out of 10. That's one of like my. I'll say I'll go as far as say it's one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time.
Yeah,
top 3. I'll put it up there.
Yeah, no, it's not better than the first one to me.
Yikes!
It's not better than the first one.
Yikes! I got it better than the first.
Maybe
one.
I need to see it again. I don't know. I see it 3 times, but I've
seen it twice. I got to go for the 3rd time.
I still think that maybe it's because I'm again biased against the complete story. I love that the first one's a complete arc, and I think the suit is better in the first one.
Yikes!
I don't like the red down, and then they call it out. They point it out. It's like what did they say? Your underarms are bleeding or some shit like that. I think the suit is better in the first one. I like the black, how it is kind of shiny, but the way he spray painted the spider symbol in the first one is tough.
I don't know. I like the suit.
And then it got like 15 minutes of fame with it.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It got the end of that movie, and then the second movie got a whole new suit.
I like how he could talk to his dad as Spider-Man, but he couldn't talk to him as Miles. It's like, I can't tell you why I'm acting the way I'm acting, but as Spider-Man, I can tell you, yo, like, get off your son's back.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing. I like that.
And that's part of the whole Spider-Man like thing is I'm gonna put this mask on and say whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
Like that's their whole thing is.
And you can't stop me.
No, I'm an ultimate troll once this fucking mask comes on. But yeah, this movie is great. Miguel was great. Oh, what's his name? Oscar Isaac. You see I know it was meant to be kind of pandering-ish. I maybe pandering is a bad word, but the whole Spider-Man India thing.
Well, I liked him. I liked him.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm all for inclusion. I think he was a great character, but chai tea is a specific type of tea in America. So I don't know why they were trying to play off like that's some dumb American
Isn't
thing.
that like they're just saying TT?
TT.
Yeah.
But here in America, chai tea is a specific type of tea.
I guess because he's in India, so they
exactly.
All right.
But the way they fucking pointed it out is like, oh, Americans are dumb because we say chai tea, which is TT. But it's like, nah, chai tea is a flavored tea that we have. But, there's a little nitpicking shit.
He said nothing serious, nothing serious.
I don't have real gripes with this movie.
Nah, solid 10 out of 10.
Solid movie. 2-hour movie, but it doesn't
feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it.
I think once Miles shows up, it's like the movie just...
It
just goes.
Takes off. Absolutely.
Great cast, great movie.
Absolutely.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Thumbs up.
Hopefully they can pull it off with this third one, bring it all together.
I feel like, normally third movies, it's a hit or miss. You really got to you got to go crazy.
But I was going to say with the Spider-Man movies, we've got two Spider-Man movies that have had a third movie. One of them didn't go so well, and the other one is potentially one of the best Spider-Man movies ever.
Yeah.
So, if we can fall somewhere in between that, that would be nice.
They really gotta really just nail that bitch and just go crazy.
Can I do a point on the scale, or is it we're just doing solid numbers?
Oh, you can do a point.
I give it a 9.1.
Wow.
Spider-Verse 9.1.
Wow.
It's really good. 9.1.
Wow.
I think if they had less Gwen, if it was more Miles' story, if it was a complete story.
I liked it from like Gwen's POV. I like that.
Yeah, but I'm here for Miles, bro. When I go to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I'm here for Miles.
My man said too many niggas. Where the bitches at?
Yeah. 9.1. You said 10 out of 10. Score. What else? What else happened?
They didn't have plot armor. I barely could get that. Like, there was no plot armor for Miles. Like, if he was getting his ass beat, that was it. Yeah. Like, there's no, I'm going to miraculously, get strong. Nah, you getting beat up. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get beat up most of the time.
Yeah.
But he was still doing his thing, like especially towards the end. On the train.
No, he gave Miguel his fair ones. Miguel definitely caught, a few jabs.
But he was like, at one point, Miles wasn't even fighting back. He was just kind of taking it. And I was like, bro, you turn invisible or something, nigga? Come on.
I mean, I think he was trying to like strategize. All right, I got all the Spider-Man. You guys are all on the train.
Yeah.
Bet that. He did good. And that girl low-key helped him out, but fucked him up by sending him to Earth 42. Earth 42 Spider-Man or the Prowler.
You said she fucked him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of set him up.
Low-key. Because she could have fixed it, but she was like,
She could have turned that shit off. And that nigga could have just been standing there like,
High-key.
Yeah. And I don't know why, as soon as he didn't jump off, all the other Spider-Men just jump off too.
Bruh. That's all right. So yeah, that's like when I'm like, so y'all see him jump. Y'all all have the same ability.
Yeah.
Jump. They said, nah, we're gonna stay here.
We're gonna stay here. Nah, yeah, that was definitely weird. I'm trying to figure out if there's any other gripes I have with that movie because it really is a solid. Like you can't hate. It's hard to hate on this movie.
I got nothing. I said what I had to say. Good movie.
It was 10 out of 10, 9.1. That's our review for Spider-Man. Check it out. It's probably still in theaters. It's probably gonna still be in theaters for a few weeks. Like shit, they're gonna try to get as much money as they can.
I heard they put out different versions of the movie.
Yeah.
And I peeped that. So the first time I went, the drums was loud as shit and shit like that. Second time I go, it's all nice, mellow. And I think when Miguel calls for backup, sometimes you have the girl taking a selfie with him with the bunny ears, and sometimes you don't have that. So it just depends what you see.
Interesting. Do you like that they switch it up?
I think that they should do that for more movies.
What if every time you listen to a song on your phone, they had a different instrumental? Like they took out bass at one part, put in bass at another. How would you feel about that?
I would like it. It would make me want to listen to the song more. Like, okay, like hear it from this angle or hear it from that angle. Okay, this is cool. Put that bass in, take that bass out. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. I can respect that. It pissed me off. I'm like, nigga, I just want to hear the song the way I heard it. But that's how I feel about the movie. It's like, that's tough. I fuck with it. Like, it's kind of different. It's actually very different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's innovative, but I like a concise work. Like, if, like Kanye, when Life of Pablo, when he dropped the album and then he was doing edits after, it was like, leave it alone. Like, especially on some songs where he made them worse.
You just know like how he is. He's like a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He wants like, I need that song 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I feel you. All right, so Spider-Verse, great movie. Go see it. What you want to talk about, Transformers now? Or?
Yeah.
Stop. No, I'm gonna say stop making them. I'm just gonna say that first. But the movies are not the same without fucking Sam Witwicky.
They're not. And without Michael Bay, low key.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Michael Bay.
Like you can tell, like
it's not. It's like it doesn't have the same flavor. And you don't want to compare the movies to each other, but you kind of have to because they're right one and right after the other. I mean, this one is a prequel. Spoiler alert: this one's a prequel. It comes before they even meet Sam. Like this guy is the blueprint.
Yeah. For
Sam Witwicky, which is hilarious because what's his name picks him up. Pete Davidson's Transformer.
Yeah, Mirage.
He's cool.
I like him. Yeah, I like him.
The Beast, they weren't like people were complaining about the Beast. I thought they were tough. Like it would make sense if there's no cars or shit around.
Right.
You would transform into the next like thing that moves and is traversal, and that's fucking animals.
And even that, they didn't transform until like the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like they stayed in their primal form the entire time.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't. The fucking suit that they gave him. The mega suit.
That shit.
It's kind of weird. Shit. It's like, I don't know. I just didn't. It was unnecessary a little bit. The human in the little mega suit is the one who saves the day. It doesn't make any sense.
It reminded me of what was it? Transformers: The Last Night or whatever.
Oh yeah, when
what's his name? Mark Wahlberg.
That
man's got not Optimus, and miraculously got the sword to stop them. Like, Come on.
Nah,
Come on.
It doesn't. When you start putting humans on the level to where they can fight off Transformers, it doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
They peaked when they had the third one, or was it? Yeah, when they were in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they had Nest jumping from the buildings, parachuting in, and putting bombs on the Transformers and shit. That is a realistic take on humans fighting Transformers.
Facts. But me getting some type of nano suit and I just start fighting you, or that's not like,
bro, that's
because now I'm
dead.
making you look weak.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like at best, I should get in a fucking helicopter and just shoot missiles at you, and that's it. Like,
And that's it. And that's where I stop. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be the determining factor in the middle of a fight against these big ass robots. And
bullshit.
And I'm the MJ. I'm the Michael Jordan that's gonna save the day. It does not make any sense.
Hey, Shawty was bad in that movie. What's her name? I forgot her character name.
You talking about the black girl from?
Yeah.
She's from. What is the Childish Gambino show? Swamp or
Swarm.
Swarm.
I remember her from that movie with Daniel. What's his name from Get Out?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, he was Fred Hampton, I think. One of the Black Panthers. That's the movie.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was also Queen. I forgot about that movie. But I'm gonna figure out her name.
Yeah, no, I like her. She played her part. That's her right there,
Elena.
right?
Oh, Dominique Fishback.
Okay, Dominique Fishback. Yeah, she's a good up and coming actor. I like her.
What'd you think about the main guy, Noah?
The
Hispanic military engineer.
Yeah, for someone who's done all of that, I'm like, bro, like, how are you guys living in the projects? Like, you have all this like experience under your belt, and yet
they don't hire vets in 19. What is it? What was the movie?
This was like the 90s, I think.
Yeah,
because you have the G.I. Joe spoiler alert at like the end of the movie.
Yeah, bruh. I'm sorry. Continue your point.
No, go ahead.
That was that twist kind of saved the movie low key. It made it from like a 6 to a 6.5 with that twist at the end with it being G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I fucked with it. I thought it made no sense. I'm like, why are you gonna hire this nigga? He didn't do anything. I mean, he did, but he had a suit on, but it makes no sense.
So are they gonna use the G.I. Joe from when The Rock was in it, or they're gonna do some whole new shit?
Bruh, they have to do some other shit because the Transformers being in the same universe as G.I. Joe? Like, what the fuck?
Because I know, like, in the 90s, that was a storyline where the Transformers and G.I. Joe, they met up.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to do some new shit.
That'd be interesting.
Low-key. I liked how Bumblebee, when he died and then came back, like, the hardest part of the movie.
How'd he come back? How'd he come back alive?
Fuck. I forgot how. But
I don't even remember.
Miraculously, he came back. He's on that ship. My man has the soundtrack. He jumps off, come on, start shooting niggas, and then.
Oh, yeah. The trailer moment. Yeah.
That dude, he's like that.
Yeah, that was tough.
And then Optimus fucking. It's cool seeing how his progression from not liking humans to tolerating them to liking them to not liking them again. I like it.
Yeah, he was on Demon Time when Noah first pulled up.
Nah, facts.
He was like, why the fuck is this nigga here? Why'd you bring him? And then I don't know how Mirage talked. He didn't even talk Optimus into doing it.
Nah.
He was like, nah, you're good, bro. You're good. And Optimus Prime just like kind of bitched out. It's like, bro, you're the leader. If you want this nigga to go, he should have been gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
who was the villain? It was I forgot. Scourge.
Scourge or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, Scourge, some shit like that.
I forgot.
When Optimus finally like stopped holding back and just going in on him and Primal, I was like, yeah, I like that.
Bro, doesn't Optimus do that every movie?
Yeah.
Where
All right.
nigga just turns the gas up and
All
be
right.
like, all right, enough of the bullshit.
Basically, in every
and then
movie.
one-shots all of his villains.
Yeah.
He literally does that every movie.
Every movie he done that in the first.
I can't even say that.
Bro.
He did that at least the first 3.
He does that to Megatron. He does that every time. He one-shots them and he's like, now time to get serious. He puts that fucking bullshit on his face and then he like one-shots them with some kind of blade.
That's the adrenaline.
But when so when Megatron and all of them jumped him, what was it, the second movie? He had the face mask on. He was going serious. It's just
you mean when he bodied all three of those niggas?
All right.
Starscream, Megatron, and the helicopter?
All right.
In his defense, they did fuck him up when they were in the forest. They killed him in the second one.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah, but in the middle of that fight.
He did. He did. He went crazy. He did.
You're right. He did.
That nigga did go crazy. He was like, "Oh, Sam safe? Bet that. Let me go full demon mode.
Let me go demon mode. Yeah. Yeah, he be getting in this bag
low key, you made a point. Like that nigga Optimus never takes shit serious. And it's like, oh, you know what? My niggas is dying all around me. Let me step up.
And how the fuck did they lose their world if there was a bunch of primes walking around? If Optimus can do that to their like strongest Decepticons, why couldn't a bunch of them do that to save their world? Was that crazy logic? Am I jumping too far or what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like if Optimus is that powerful to where he can take on 5 of their strongest Decepticons or 3 of their strongest Decepticons at once, how the hell did they lose the war?
But it's like, if I can take on 5 of y'all and my team isn't as strong as me, y'all can kill my team and just leave me. And it's like, damn, well, y'all can jump me and kill me at any moment.
So he's like, Wilt. He putting up 100 points a game.
Yeah.
And these niggas not doing shit.
Yeah, no, facts.
I feel you. Damn. What would you give Transformers?
I give it like a 7.
Yeah, 6.5.
So I'm like, how do you have a Transformers movie and not mention Megatron not once or anything?
Yeah.
Not even a post-credit scene leading up to him. It's just he's non-existent.
That G.I. Joe ending, though, is kind of
That shit
crazy.
was tough.
Like, if they come out with a Transformers, G.I. Joe, like, new universe,
listen, they're going to have a Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Fast and Furious all in one movie, and, we're just going to have to accept it.
Not the Fast and Furious. Because we're going to get into that. Because holy shit.
You're going to have fucking Sam or Noah hopping in a fucking... a Lambo, it's gonna be a fucking Transformer, or it's gonna be fucking Vin Diesel getting some fucking nano suit and fighting fucking Megatron.
He don't need a nano suit. He's strong enough.
He can say, "I got family."
I'm boycotting fucking Transformers until they bring Shia LaBeouf back.
I doubt he wants to come back.
They're not. He can't. They canceled him a long time ago. He was supposed to be in that movie with Harry Styles and. The Elena from the Black Widow sister. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know a movie you're talking about. Yeah.
Sorry, Honey, or was it the movie where they're in the simulation?
Yeah. He
was supposed to be Harry Styles' character.
I forgot why he got canceled. Wasn't it for like his relationship with FKA Twigs, whatever her name is?
Yeah, apparently he was abusive in their relationship.
Yeah.
Apparently. The nigga ain't going to court or anything, so I'm not going to say he was, but that's what the word on the street is.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's countersuing?
I was about to say, bro, you know what's crazy? And I don't even want to like go in this direction, but when the news broke that he beat or put his hands on that woman,
the white woman,
a lot of women of color were literally praying on this man's downfall, saying, "Oh, niggas ain't."
Kevin Samuels effect.
Yikes. Niggas ain't shit, I believe the woman, and you are at, that's your right to believe the woman, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not wronging you, but I'm not going to say shit until the person has their day in court.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't know the full effect or full story. I didn't speak on it. I said, damn, he did that to a woman? I'm going to shut up. That's all I know. I don't know the full fucking story. You get to court, if it comes out, she was the one putting her hands on him, doing all this shit, video evidence backing him up, and he got free. He beat the case, and a lot of women are still silent. A lot of women of color are still silent on that.
Your facts about the women of color, but you think they would have learned their lesson after this whole Johnny Depp shit? When the nigga got kicked off all these movies, the Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know how that's gonna work out without him, but all that shit, and the nigga was found innocent. What were we doing? Can we just wait till shit comes out before we start hopping on niggas? They already trying to recast Kang and all this shit on Twitter. It's like, bruh.
I think, honestly, I don't think they would recast Kang only because of what Ezra Miller did with Flash.
Oh, yeah.
The movie was good. They don't have to, just don't have him doing PR. If the movie comes out, don't put him in any interviews, red carpet, just put the movie out.
Yeah, and that nigga was on the red carpet at the very Ezra Miller, and we're gonna get into the Flash next. After I talk about the Fast and Furious, and then we're gonna get into the Flash.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
But you want to talk about it now, the Fast and Furious?
Yeah,
now?
go ahead.
Okay, all right. So positives: Jason Momoa gives me like Joker-esque vibes as a villain. He was cool in the movie. Dom, a funny thing about Dom in this movie is he's smiling and happy for the first 15 minutes, and then after some shit goes wrong, he goes straight into demon mode. I like that.
Doesn't John Cena's character die?
Yeah, he dies. He dies saving Dom when he's in the car. The last 45 minutes of this movie, when this nigga Dom is driving, trying to save his kid, is amazing. The whole highway sequence is great. The last 45 minutes, there's a twist at the end of the movie. It's great. It's great. But everything else is some bullshit. Everything else is before that. It's same old. Like there's this, at the beginning of the movie, basically they're doing missions now like it's a normal thing. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just, oh, we're gonna do this to save the world or whatever. There are teams that they're like Rome, Tyrese character, and that light-skinned chick that them two be trying to get at. Them three are like doing their own missions on the side while everyone else is chilling, you know, spending time with their family and shit. And in the beginning of the movie, they make it a point where Tyrese is like, I'm tired of being the second in command, or I'm tired of being the soldier. I want to be the leader. I want to like lead the mission. So the whole thing is like, okay, we're gonna finally let you lead the mission. He leads the mission and goes to shit, and it turns out to be a fucking setup. Damn. So it's like, damn. I mean, it's character growth because he was like, okay, Tyrese, I get the lead now, even though this nigga should never be in a leadership position because of like his IQ in these movies. It stays the same. Damn. Which makes sense because he's the joke. He's always the butt of the joke. He's the dumbass or of the group or whatever. Don't make the dumbass the leader, ever, under any circumstances. It's never funny. But the movie's terrible. Besides the last 45 minutes, when they have a few of the scenes that they have in the trailers, like the car being connected to those two helicopters.
Yeah, let's talk about that. In what world would that ever fucking happen?
It wouldn't, but it looks so cool on screen. Like, also the ramp, when this nigga is driving down the ramp with his tires on fire and this shit is blowing up and water's coming down. It's ridiculous, but it looks so cool in the movies.
Did you hear that The Rock, he's coming back to the Fast franchise?
He's in the post-credit scene.
Oh, shit.
Which is hilarious because of all the shit that this nigga was saying under his breath. You seen that shit? Like, I wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
I didn't like when Vin Diesel called out Paul Walker to try to get me back and all that shit, and this nigga's at the end of the movie.
Apparently they made up. Like, they're cool now.
After a Black Adam bombed, this nigga's like, you know what? Let me change up my tune and get back into a franchise that I can get some bread off of.
So what is he doing in the post-credit scene?
Basically, Jason Momoa tries to come after his family. So he's like, he's in a mask, most of the end credit scene, and at the very end, he pulls off his face, and you see his face for like 5 seconds. Some bitch, and he says that. It's like,
that's what he used to say in his wrestling career. So, yeah, he was like, yeah, come find me, you some bitch.
And it's like, it's very corny. And it sucks. And you know what else I found out? That The Rock, Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel all have stipulations in their contract that they can't lose fights. Yep. And there's only a certain amount of beatings that they can take on screen. It's an issue when you have 3 of these niggas in the same universe because they can never really beat each other up.
You know what I mean? It makes sense because looking at Black Adam, that last scene, when everybody or the Justice Society was fighting and not him, that should have been him getting his ass whooped. That was a perfect plot. Get your ass whooped, plot armor, you get stronger, boom. Yeah. But he said, nah, y'all got it.
And that doesn't make any sense to me because the heroes that we seem to like the most, they're notorious for getting their ass beat. Spider-Man gets his ass beat. Thor gets his ass beat. All these Iron Man even gets his ass beat. But the funny thing about Iron Man is he learns from all his battles, which makes him Iron Man. But all our favorite heroes, they get their ass beat. That's part of the growth. But when you never get your ass beat, it looks weird. I mean, unlike Fast 5, that was cool when Vin Diesel and The Rock fought. That was probably the best fight scene in the franchise of Fast and Furious. Hand to hand.
So Are they doing more spinoffs or like was that it?
Oh no. So apparently, apparently 10 was supposed to be a part 2. But the word on the street is that they're gonna make it a part 3. Not counting the spinoffs that they're gonna do with fucking The Rock and Jason Statham and all of them. So we might be getting at least two more Fast and Furious movies, and then the spinoffs of whatever they're gonna be.
I want y'all to stop seeing this movie in the theaters right now.
It's too entertaining, bro. I'm telling you, that last 45 minutes
this
is
shit
crazy.
has to stop.
Yeah.
You're 10 movies in, you got spinoffs. Hell, at this point, just throw on a fucking TV show and really just...
But they can't do the same shit on TV. It wouldn't, the CGI wouldn't...
That's why you do, like, lesser shit, like, more so, like, actual, like, human-like activities.
They can't revert back. They have to keep getting crazier and crazier. Even in this one, they kind of reverted back a little bit because they didn't go in space. They didn't, like, do anything crazy like that. But, yeah, it's too late now. They got to keep going on the up and up.
Shit is.
I need them to start getting invisible cars and shit now. Like, they really need to dive deep into this.
This shit's getting out of hand.
It been out of hand. They been let loose. But positives, damn. The car scenes are always great. You can't take away. The action sequences are always great, but everything else about it is just corny. Even sprinkled into the action sequences, it's corny, but it's so good that you don't actually get taken out of it completely. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, this shit is unrealistic, but it looks cool as shit. I can't even cap. You know what I'm saying? But I would say like a 6. I'd give it a 6.
Damn.
I give it a solid 6.
Damn.
No. Would I give Transformers a 6.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.
Damn, that's pretty low for Fast Furious.
Yeah. It's got, just like Transformers, it's got a great twist at the end. I mean, it's still in the movie. It's not like a post-credit scene like Transformers. But basically in the end, a guy on their team turns out to be evil. And that's a twist. But it's really cool. And, yeah, again, the last 45 minutes, amazing. Everything else, buns to me. So, yeah, 6. Moving on, what we got? Flash. The movie I've been waiting to fucking talk about. Bruh. Do you want to go over the, like, what do you want to talk about first? The
whole time travel shit? Yes. yes.
Let's go.
So he went to the past, stopped his mom from dying.
Yeah.
Then Batman is not Ben Affleck, it's Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So, but he only went 10 years because he's in 2013 when the shit Man of Steel happened. So he's in 2013, but yet Michael Keaton is Batman, even though he was Batman in 1989. So, like, there's a whole lot of, like, skipping around that I just didn't understand.
Okay, Michael Keaton, he pretty much explains it in the kitchen scene right after they fight him with the noodles. He basically says by going back in time, you change everything not only into the future, but you now change everything into the past because now the past that you change is different. Yeah. So the past before that has to be different leading up to that, if that makes sense. So now your past and future intertwine, making new past and futures. So, I don't know if I explained that right, but that's kind of what they were trying to go for.
So then where'd Michael Keaton come from? Because even in 2013, you have Ben Affleck. He's still Batman because he watched all this shit happen in Man of Steel. Yeah. So it's like, does he get erased from that and is Michael Keaton or?
I think so. I think because he goes in the past and changes something, it warps everything going forward and backwards.
That's fair.
Because up to that point, it was a steady line. And him going back now reverts that beginning. Now everything from the beginning, the far beginning, like the dawn of time, it now changes. Now creating a new past, future, and present.
That's fair. I will say they fumbled with not having the Reverse Flash as the villain.
Bro.
They fumbled big fucking time.
Bro.
Not even a post-credit scene leading up to him, nothing. They fumbled the fuck out of that.
Let's address the elephant in the room. This nigga goes, let's be clear, this nigga goes back in time his plan to save his mother is to give her extra tomato sauce so the father does not have to go to the store and pick up the tomato sauce so she doesn't get murdered. Now, if I'm a murderer, right, and I'm trying to murder somebody, her being alone that one day is not going to stop me from trying to murder her. We both know how she gets murdered. It's the reverse flash.
Yeah.
So, and in Barry's mind, he thinks that her getting the sauce is going to like fix everything. But like, and they address it. He's like, what's her name? Iris, when he's talking to Iris about it, she's like, why don't you just stop the guy who, killed your mom? He's like, that's too much interaction. But as soon as he goes back, he's interacting with himself. He interacts with his mom, his dad. He interacts with a bunch of people in that time period. So you should have just went back and caught the smoke with that nigga who killed your mom. But we both know why they didn't do that. It's because that would have opened up Reverse Flash. And I think that was the plan for the second one.
Yeah.
Is that they already had a second one rolled out or a second one in mind, and they were going to go back, and he was going to actually see what the fuck happened.
Because he did save his dad from going to jail. So it's like you still fucked up the timeline because you have George Clooney coming back as Batman. So it's like you went through Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, now George Clooney. You fucked that up. Your dad's not in jail. Reverse Flash has to, you have to meet him at some point because this really leads up to him.
Yes.
But you have Dark Flash as a villain, which is really only Barry from that timeline who kept trying to go back to save Batman and Supergirl from dying, which was inevitable because every scenario they're dying. Either they're getting stabbed, broken neck, choked out. Yeah. They're dying regardless.
It's kind of funny that the timeline where Gotham is like free, they're still gonna get taken over by fucking Kryptonians.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. And someone was like, "Why is Michael Keaton's Batman the only Batman with a Gotham that's free?" Is because he kills niggas.
Right.
That's why
he killed all the villains. Like there's nothing left, and that's why he wasn't Batman. Like our man's grew his hair out, chilling in the Batcave. He has no Alfred. I've done my due.
I bodied these niggas.
Right.
Like, now I'm chilling.
I'm hanging up the mantle. Like I'm done. That's it.
But that aside, him not going back in time to catch the smoke with the Reverse Flash. We'll forget about that. The movie's amazing.
It is.
Movie's amazing. Niggas are talking shit about the CGI. Let's address the CGI.
They purposely made that Speed Force CGI bad like that.
Yes.
Come on.
And niggas don't even realize that. It's like we're not supposed to perceive the way we're supposed to perceive the Speed Force the way he does.
Right.
And it's going to be a little wonky. So I accepted that straight off the bat. Like that baby scene, I thought it was a nightmare at first. When all the babies were falling out of the building, I was like, there's no way that this is real and that they're doing this because I've never seen something like that before.
When he put the baby in the microwave, I was like, oh my God. Like, they're going to have more ammo to want to cancel this man.
But he explained why he had to do that. Because he can't he couldn't move the baby with his hands because he would have killed it.
Right.
So he had to put it in the microwave in order for him to move the baby.
But didn't he touch some of the babies when they were coming down?
He caught them. That's the only time he touched the babies was when he caught them on the way down, which is amazing. That whole sequence.
That scene was crazy. That was a crazy.
That whole sequence was amazing. And the made it better is he was on E and it was like, oh, of course this nigga's out of energy, and of course he didn't grab that candy bar that girl threw. I hated that. When I'm skipping all over the place. Let me finish the point. So, when the babies are falling, instead of his first thought being, let me catch these babies even though I'm on E, he's like, let me get some food. And this nigga just grubs out real quick and then catch the babies. It's amazing because it's funny and then it shows how fast he is.
Right.
It's like not only am I fast, but the perception of time, not only is the perception of time slow, is I can basically control time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like when he was it Starbucks or whatever he was at, and
coffee shop or the sandwich shop,
and the entire time he did all that shit, came back, and it's like his shit still wasn't ready. It's like, bro, I literally saved the world and my food isn't ready
within 5 minutes,
right?
10 minutes.
Like nigga, you could.
He ran to Gotham. He ran to Gotham, saved his fucking facility, all these people, ran back to fucking Star City. Or where's his Flash living?
Yeah, Star City. Yeah.
And then his sandwich was ready. That shit was crazy. But okay, what I hated is when he asked that girl for a candy bar, and she threw it, and it like hit him in the head. It's like, nigga, you're the Flash. You should have been caught that shit. What? Okay. Damn. What do you want to do? Do you want to finish it? Because we just started talking about the Flash.
Now we can go to the Flash and then like just go into it.
Okay. Tell me what else you think about the Flash.
I will say, I feel like the Flash, it explains time travel a little bit better than other movies. I didn't like. I mean, but I get it though. But I didn't like how the 2013 Barry was all like goofy and not serious. But I get it. It's like, you know, my parents are still alive. Like I haven't lost them. I don't really give a fuck about life.
Yeah.
I'm a freshman in college. I think, was he dating Iris? I don't think he was.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. Like,
and it was a critique. It was literally he was playing what people hated most about him in Justice League.
Right.
So we got to see like what people perceived him as,
right,
versus him trying to be like the older, more experienced,
right,
like Barry. So it was really it was like on some Parent Trap. You seen Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan? It was on some Parent Trap. That was another the CGI with his face. That was kind of wonky sometimes. Like I can't really excuse that because most of the time he wasn't in the Speed Force when he was talking to that nigga.
Nah.
But when that nigga first gets his powers and he starts fucking up shit, running through town and shit.
Came back butt ass naked.
Yeah, butt ass nigga. That whole sequence is hilarious. That movie is way funnier than you would have thought.
I had a small problem with was when Barry tried to get his powers back and it didn't work. And then Supergirl, miraculously, I got this. Just pick him up and fly into the sky. I'm like, that's how he gets it? Like, okay.
Not only does he not have any more chemicals.
Right, the nigga should be dead.
And then is Supergirl can just control lightning or some shit. How does she know the lightning is going to hit her at the... Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they tried to steal it out of the original, and they fucked it up because now things don't really make sense. In the original, he tries the whole experiment over again. Uses the same chemicals and tries it again with the lightning rod. And this, she just flies him up, and he gets hit with electricity that way. And then, of course, he gets his powers back. It was kind of, I did not like it when he lost his powers, but it was kind of funny how he lost his powers. Because the nigga's like, I get the, you know, his younger version of him is like excited that he gets his superpowers. And then Barry's like, you're going to get electrocuted by lightning. He's like, what?
He's like, nah, I signed up for that.
Yeah, nah. Would you get electrocuted by lightning if you had the chance to get the Flash's powers?
Nah. What if it's I'm not taking that.
What if it's the Flash telling you, bro, you're going to get these powers if this lightning
If it's guaranteed, I'll do it. But if it's not guaranteed, no. Because lightning hitting me, it's either I'm dead or... I'm dead.
What do you say? He's like, technically the lightning hits the chemicals.
Right. And the chemicals fall on you, and then that's how you get it.
Yeah. He's like, well, what? I don't want to get my powers? Nah. But that whole sequence is cool. Him using the fucking, I forgot what the power's called, but when he phasing.
Yeah.
Have we seen that? Have we seen his Barry do phasing?
Nah.
Yeah, that was, every time he used it was
all
fire.
You've seen him do is push and run.
And push and run, basically.
That's really
he did go through time in the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. But the phasing was fire.
Bro, this is a good movie. I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Wow, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I love this movie.
I'm not mad at that.
I can't wait for us to do the tier list so we can rank it among the other DC movies.
We got what's that movie? No Hard Feelings?
No Hard Feelings. Bro, we got to talk about that. What time are we at?
Past 50.
All right, so we want to talk about No Hard Feelings on the Patreon?
Yeah, we'll do on Patreon, yeah.
All right, right now, guys, we're going to get into the tier list. Okay, we're going to start it, and then the rest of it will be on our Patreon. We need 100 likes so we can finally do the Thickest Avengers. We've been holding it out. Give me 100 likes on this YouTube video. Comment who y'all think is the Thickest Avengers so we can finally do this tier list because it's been a long time in the making. But okay, so you want to start on this DCU tier list?
Yeah.
All right, so first we got Aquaman, the first Aquaman.
I put it A.
You put an A?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I gotta say B tier.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'll take that.
What you think? A, B tier, Aquaman. You seen Aquaman? Yeah.
Bottom of the bottom.
Wow.
I fell asleep during that movie.
See?
Wow.
And I don't think I was being generous by being
together,
B.
And you saw me fall asleep during that movie.
Wow.
Did we?
Yeah. And parents.
Oh yeah.
We all went to go
Wow.
corny ass movie.
But it's
Wow.
really funny. It's got good action. I'm gonna give it B, but honestly, to me, it deserves to be in C. But I since you said A, I'm a meet you halfway.
Wow.
What's your favorite part of Aquaman?
I liked how when he first came to Atlantis, his brother was hating on him, and he got like locked up, right? And then he fought his brother. What's her name? Queen. What's her name?
Mira.
Yeah, she came in, interfered, saved him. He went back to Earth, and then he fought Black Manta or Mantis, whatever his name is.
Telling me the plot of the movie. What's your favorite?
That's my favorite part. Like
No,
when he-
there's a whole following sequence. But yes, you're
Yeah.
right. You are.
Name me 30 minutes of the movie.
that's my favorite part.
But
Like,
he's right. When Aquaman fought Black Manta, that shit was gas. That whole like chasing
Yeah,
sequence
like-
throughout the building.
Were you talking about when they were like Italy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Italy.
Sicily or some shit?
Sicily
Yeah.
or some shit like that. Yeah. That whole set that was fire. When he fought his brother for the first time, that was fire. When he put up the rankings,
Yeah.
they were like the pros and cons, and Aquaman had no pros, but all his cons were like a drunk, dickhead. Shit
When
like
he
that.
got the
Trident.
yeah, when he got that, best part.
Yeah.
One of the best parts.
That movie had a lot of. It was funny, like that bar scene when that guy asked asked that Aquaman for a picture, and they end up like getting drunk together. That
It's crazy how that's like a running joke because even in the Flash cameo or the post credit, he's drunk walking out the bar with Barry,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Yo, you go back home. I'm just gonna lay here."
Even in the fucking Justice League movie, that nigga was drinking and shit. Like that is tough. Batman v Superman.
Hey, I would say S, but a lot of people, hey.
I'm gonna give it an A too. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A. Batman's fighting sequence, bro. Come on, son.
It was a good movie. Hey,
Birds of Prey.
bottom of the fucking tier.
God damn. Oh, so the tiers is S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, buns, trash, haven't watched.
Buns.
Buns. Yeah, I liked what's her name? Fucking Huntress.
I liked her, but they wasted her in that movie.
They did. She needs her own movie. They need to stop fucking around. Black Adam.
I'm stuck between B and C.
It's better than Aquaman to me.
I'm not mad at that. Put it in B.
I put it in B too, because I would watch it over Aquaman.
That's fair. That's fair.
The action sequences are really good. Even though The Rock is The Rock, I mean, he's a good Black Adam. I can't cap. I can't really see another nigga playing
Me
Black
neither.
Adam. Like,
Yeah, I
oddly
really-
enough,
I really can't.
The Rock effect. We'll put Blue Beetle at the end because it hasn't came out
Yeah,
yet.
it's
But
just
we're
been
gonna.
trailers.
It's just trailers, but we want to like guess where it would be at the end. Justice League, but we're gonna say the Snyder cut.
Snyder
the-
cut S tier.
The sorry, that's this one.
Also,
S tier, yeah, for sure. Just because of the impact, and then it is really good. It's got some parts where it drags, like
Nah,
that
facts.
the Aquaman scene
Yeah.
with those the Aquaman scene where those people are singing and
yeah.
shit. It's like, god damn, nigga, come on. Let's
Right.
get-
The Snyder Cut?
yeah,
You're ranking that separately?
no S tier. Yeah, we're ranking it separately.
Snyder Cut S tier.
Yes,
Okay.
Snyder cut, and then we can do regular Justice League.
I got that like
B.
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 Wow.
That's generous. I'd give it C. To be
Yeah, I was
honest.
gonna put it in C.
Yeah,
like,
C.
I can agree to C. I was being generous.
I said that shit. Ugh.
Yeah, that shit's buns to be honest, especially compared to the Snyder
Yeah,
cut.
that
That shit's
shit is-
ass.
Did the Snyder Cut have that much of an effect on the movie?
It's
Yes.
it's 2.5 hours longer.
My man's Batman was
It's a whole ass different movie.
literally when Superman came back and fucked Batman up in the regular cut, he was like, "Oh, I think I broke something." And in Snyder cut, he's just standing there like, "Damn, bro, like I'm fucked." Like, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like you making Batman a fucking joke? Hell no. Buns. Like C is good. What's that, man?
Because the original version of Justice League is like Avengers with shadows, but then like the Snyder Cut is like Dark Avengers. They
Facts.
were just trying to be funny. in the movie and then adding the darkness to it.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Snyder Cut is like dark with some comedy in it.
Absolutely. Josh Whedon was trying to bring his Avengers swag over, and it's like, bruh, Zack Snyder's already kind of built up this universe, and you're already trying to just change shit. It's like, nigga, relax. Stay in your place, my nigga. Man of Steel.
A.
I would say A too. Solid movie. I hate that niggas complain about the destruction. Not only is it Superman suiting up for the first fucking time, he's fighting like a worldly threat. Like, these niggas are trying to take over the world. Yes, some shit is gonna get fucking blown up. Like, it is what he's trying his best. You know what I mean?
It's not like when fucking the Avengers was fighting Loki in 2012. Like, that shit was fucked.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing.
Nah, don't do that, because they both movies, both franchises made that a very relevant part to follow-up movies.
Absolutely. I'm talking about...
And the whole fact that Batman versus Superman.
Absolutely. They addressed it. Absolutely. But I'm talking about from audiences. They did not complain about the destruction in Avengers 1. They didn't say shit. It's like, that happens when niggas with powers are fighting, like, shit gets blown up. Like, Peacemaker.
It's a good I'll give it B.
I give it a B too. I think it's a solid show. Looking forward to this season 2.
Same.
The ending with the Justice League cameo.
Flash and Aquaman.
Aquaman, and then they had the stand-ins for fucking.
I hated that.
Yeah, that was dumb. Don't even have those niggas show up, to be honest.
At that point.
You said B, right?
Yeah.
Bottom of B, right?
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Shazam, the first one.
C.
Yeah. This nigga, man. And Shazam is such a fascinating and dope idea of a character. They just don't satisfy that on screen.
Yeah.
They needed what happened? Oh yeah. We just finished our first hour of Blerd. The next hour will be on Patreon. Please check that out at our YCC Entertainment Patreon. Shout out to all the other podcasters on the YCC Internet, YCC Entertainment Network. I'm your host Deuce, joined here with my co-host
Brandeezy,
and this has been another episode of Blerd. Peace.